Want some of the best legendaries in Borderlands 4 that you can literally use throughout your whole playthrough? Then this is the video for you. Idolator Sol drops an insane loot pool, and today I'm going to show you exactly where to farm him, what he drops, and how to farm him the quickest. Now, who is Idolator Sol? Idolator Sol is one of the Timekeeper's main henchmen. He can be found in the mission Rush the Gate, which you get by progressing the story in the Fade-Filled region. To be precise, he can be located in the Fortress Indomitor on the right side of the Fade-Filled region. Now for Sol's dedicated legendary drops. Sol has 7 legendary drops, 3 being weapons and 4 being a class mod for each character. To begin with, let's go over the Onslaught SMG. This is a Vladov SMG with a COV license magazine, and the legendary effect is there's a 30% chance for every bullet fired to deal extra damage and not consume ammo. This paired with the COV magazine and the Vladov branding makes it a DPS king. Next up we have the first legendary shotgun that Sol can drop, the Gore Master. The legendary effect being deals 30% more damage to enemies below 30% health, as well as being a Ripper brand. This makes it a DPS monster for anything below 30% health. And finally, what I would consider his best weapon drop, the Golden God shotgun. Again, being a Ripper brand with a fast fire rate and the legendary effect being Rage. When overheating, the bullet forge does not break, but instead continuously consumes greater amounts of ammo. So basically, it fires for as long as you want, but it will use more ammo the longer you fire, meaning you can infinitely hit bosses with this weapon. It is nuts. And now for the 4 class mods, beginning with Amon. Amon's class mod is the Melting Furnace. This converts some of his elemental damage types from ice and electric to incendiary damage. Reading: damage from Fellfrost, Horcleave, Fulminating Fist and Stormcutter are converted to incendiary damage, which turns him into a fire monster. Next up we have Vex's Dynamic Technomancer class mod. Reading: Eldritch Blast deals ordnance damage in addition to its other types. Killing an enemy, triggering skills, or using a grenade will reset Eldritch Blast's cooldown, making this skill a lot more powerful. Next we have Rafa's Dancer class mod. This reads: Overdrive bonuses are increased by 100%. Overdrive ends whenever Rafa's action skill ends. This makes his Overdrive class ability very, very strong. And finally we have Harlow's Bio Robot class mod, which reads: whenever Harlow entangles an enemy, she creates alternating cryo hazards and radiation hazards. Another strong class mod for this character. These class mods are incredible because you can grab them now and then use them for the rest of your playthrough. There is no need to swap it out unless you're being picky with the skills it puts points into or the bonuses it gives alongside the class mod. Sol can also drop world drop legendaries, so keep an eye out for these as well when they drop, as some of these are also incredibly strong and helpful. Now for some farming tips and the mechanics. The mechanic is Sol will be immune to any damage. However, there will be spears that drop from the sky. One will be attached with a grenade glowing green. You need to grab this grenade and throw it at Sol to be able to then deal damage to him. Once he is hit with this grenade, you can then start to chunk him down. He will also have another phase where the whole room goes dark and lightning strikes come down from above. However, there will be a glowing section of the arena. You need to rush to these glowing sections or you will get melted by these lightning strikes. Now for some tips to get through Sol quicker. Keep an eye out for these grenades he drops so that you can keep him being able to be damaged instead of him going into immune phases. Also, he has 2 red health bars, so I recommend coming into this with a strong fire weapon to then deal as much damage as you can to his health bars. Now in terms of his crit spot, he will have glowing green balls on his body. These are his crit spots. You need to focus these whenever you can. And another final tip, kill the little enemies in the arena, as he can absorb these enemies and go into his immune phase by absorbing them. So for a quick recap, keep throwing the green grenades at him, look for the glowing spots when the whole room goes dark, and keep the ads cleared, as you don't want him going into immune, as that will slow down the process of farming him quicker. Once you've killed him, go into the back room, collect your chest, and grapple through the grapple point, and repeat. And there you have it, one of the best legendary farms in Borderlands 4, and it's all about Idolator Sol. He drops 2 incredibly powerful shotguns and 4 brilliant class mods you can use throughout your whole playthrough. He is also the first big henchman of the Timekeepers you will fight in the game, making him one of the earlier farms in terms of these 3 henchmen. If you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe is very much appreciated, and happy farming.